Welcome back to Fast Money. Cannabis stocks getting stoned this week. Big names like Tilray and Acreage Holdings leading the way lower. And as these names get ready to close the door on what's been an absolutely dismal year, an overlooked legal hurdle might be another buzzkill for the space.
Well done.
Jane Wells is in Los Angeles with those details. Hi, Jane.
Hey, Scott, one word, compliance. Look, legal businesses, you see their billboards and stores popping up all over L.A. They're learning they have to do things like compliance audits. It's another expense for an industry losing ground to the black market, which of course doesn't do audits. Still, those trying to go legit are hanging in there, like Melissa Etheridge.
It took 2 years for us to get our manufacturing license in Santa Cruz County, and we are the only one.
Etheridge says she has personally spent close to 7 figures to get licensed for a cannabis business she's calling Etheridge Farms. Compliance has been an unwelcome surprise.
Is anyone compliant in California?
I don't believe that they are.
Now, Julie Crockett is a compliant expert at MMLG. That's a marijuana consulting firm. The problem is California has so many rules with unintended consequences, like you can't give out free samples, which makes sense, except it becomes an issue when you're at a trade show and your salespeople can't hand out samples to potential retailers, or you can't even give it to your employees for R&D. Oh, yeah, and cannabis taxes are going up January 1st.
There are operators that are conducting illicit activity to pay their licensed industry taxes because they can't charge the consumers those numbers without them going away. I mean, that there is no competition at the consumer level between licensed and unlicensed.
Etheridge Farms is not easily, oh, let's go sell it and make a whole bunch of money, because we are dedicated to compliance and to medicinally present this to the world.
Etheridge is a believer in the plant, in legality, and she hopes to have her products on the market this summer. Guys?
All right, Jane, thank you. Jane Wells for us. All right, Tim. Your space.
Good work by Jane. But look, things are so bad in the pot industry that Willie Nelson just announced he's not smoking pot anymore. So, I mean, that kind of tells you where things are. What Jane is talking about is exactly, though, what the industry wants. The industry wants more compliance. So when the Cole memo came out, which was basically that, which said the feds would leave it to the states, one of the things they said is you need more regulation. And the industry said, yes, see, we need more regulation. So what's going on right now, the black market is running rampant in California. It's making a lot of the legal non-illicit businesses lose money. They can't compete. So, again, to be clear, regulation compliance, whether it's seed to sale, of which there's all kinds of sophisticated software, it's an industry that has had to be compliant if you've been doing it right. And I think this is actually good news, not bad news.
So you're long a number of names in this space.
Yeah, and I run an ETF, but I mean, let's be clear.
You want to just remind our viewers what names you are long?
It would be a long list. You can go online and go to the disclosures on Fast Money and my own. I think that's the way we typically do it.
Okay.
But what I would say simply is there's no question. If you look at the industry continues to trade somewhat lower. I think you've got a dynamic here where you've got a regulatory dynamic going into 2020, which gives you some bright spots, but that valuations are really in a very different place. So. That's what
I thought came to me.
Did you get the feel like he was blowing me off?
No, he's not blowing you off, but quickly. So this is an okay
time.
No, we have to go.
You know that whole
trades are next.
Pepperidge Farm remembers?
Yeah.
Etheridge Farm. Wait, why am I here? Etheridge Farms? You do one of those things. Like you get it, like you don't remember. Now, marijuana.
Well, short-term memory
That's like
loss
73 times they now say we have to go.
Let's go to break.